What's going on, beautiful people? It is about to be another year, 2016. I hope that you guys had a prosperous 2015, and I hope that you have an even more prosperous and blessed 2016. Okay, girl, I have been enjoying my much needed break, even though it hasn't really been a break, to be brutally honest with you guys, because I have been working on something that I'm going to be releasing later on in January that I'm super duper stupid excited about. But anyway, something that I have been working on for, girl, it's been over a year coming, okay, girl? Over a year coming, okay? And I'm finally getting it off the ground, so I'm excited about that. And as you guys can see, I still have my Christmas decorations up. It's just something that I do. I always wait until like the week after New Year's to take them down. I don't know. It's something that we have always done. I don't know about nobody else. But anyway, I will be taking this down like the week after tomorrow. So anyway, that is what that is. But first and foremost, I want to tell you guys, I hope that you guys have a very, very awesome and amazing new year. Whatever you're doing tonight, whether you're going out partying or whatever, be safe, all that good stuff. Drink responsibly. Make sure you have a designated driver, etc., etc. I know that a lot of Uber services and AAA services are offering free rides to people, so you guys need to check that out before you go out and decide that you want to be drinking and things like that, because you need to be bringing your earths back to the cribbo so you can enjoy another prosperous new year with your family and friends and all that good stuff, and with ThickChickVlogs, girl, okay? And if you are new here, if you are a new person who is checking out this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to follow me on my social medias. All those links are down in the description box of this here particular video, girl, okay, girl? But again, like I said, I will be in church tonight, and I will be bringing in the new year in church. Not because I'm one of those people who feel like, oh, I got to bring in the new year in church, or I'm gonna have bad luck throughout the entire year. I'm not one of those people. Okay, it is just a tradition, something that my family has always done, is going to church on for watch night. It normally happens from 10:30 until midnight. You basically sit there and you sing some good songs, you pray, and people share their testimonies and things like that, and they ring in the new year. That is basically how everything works for watch night, okay? You ring in the new year together in church. And I'm going to read something to you guys that my pastor wrote on his Facebook page. I don't know, he probably found it on some, I don't know, it's like it is basically the reason why a lot of African American people and families have gone to watch night consistently every single year, as it's just a family tradition of what people do, okay? But let me read you a little bit of this, because he schooled me when he did this, and I'm gonna also share with you guys some New Year's superstitions, if you will, okay? But let me read you a little bit about watch night and why people go to church on New Year's Eve and ring in the new year in the church. And this a piece of hair in my face, and I apologize for that, y'all. Anyway, here it is. Why some will be attending church service Thursday night, which is tonight, which is New Year's Eve, girl, okay? Some folks come to church first before going to celebrate. For others, church is the only New Year's Eve event. Many assume that watch night service was a fairly standard Christian religious service, made a bit more Afrocentric, because that's what happens when elements of Christianity become linked with the black church, okay? Still, it was obvious that predominantly white Christian churches did not necessarily include watch night service on their calendars, but focused instead on Christmas Eve programs, okay? In fact, there were many instances where clergy in mainline denominations wondered about the propriety of African Americans linking a religious service to a secular holiday like New Year's Eve, okay? However, there was a reason for the importance of New Year's Eve services in African American congregations. The watch night services in black communities that we celebrate today can be traced back to gatherings across the South on December 31st, 1862. Known at that time as Freedom's Eve, okay? I like that name. On that night, blacks came together in churches and private homes all across the nation, anxiously awaiting news that the Emancipation Proclamation by President Abraham Lincoln had actually become law. Then, at the stroke of midnight, it became January 1st, 1863, and all slaves in the Confederate States were declared legally free. When the news was received, there were prayers, shouts, and songs of joy throughout the South as people fell to their knees and thanked God. Ever since, black folks have traditionally gathered in churches annually on New Year's Eve, praising God for bringing them safely through another year, but many do not realize the historic value. It's been almost 150 years since the first Freedom's Eve, and many of us were never taught the African American history of watch night service. But tradition still brings us together at this time every year to celebrate how we got over. Amen, y'all. So I'm telling y'all, it's just something that we as a family do. My mom is going to watch night tonight. I'm not going to watch night with her. She's going to her church for watch night. Me, my sister, I'm assuming my nephew and my niece, and maybe my sister's husband. The Juice Man is going as well. The Juice Man's mom is going. The Juice Man's aunt. Everybody's going to watch night service tonight. Like I said, I know that a lot of people go to watch night service, but I want people to understand that a lot of times it's not, yes, you got a lot of people that are going to be in church because they feel like, oh, if I ain't in church, you know, I'm going to have a hell of a year. You know, it's going to be hell on earth. You know, I mean, my thing is this, if you're going to have a, you know, if you're going to have a devilish ass year, you're going to have a devilish ass year regardless, whether or not you're in church or not. I always try to tell people that building will not save you. Period, point blank, exclamation point. So it all depends on what you decide to do in 2016, whether or not you're going to have a prosperous year. Okay, I understand that things happen. I understand that, but just know that going to church tonight will not make you have a good year. Just saying. But since we on those superstitious things like going to church on New Year's Eve will make you have a good year, let me read you some more superstitions that people feel will happen if you don't do certain things on New Year's Eve, okay? Or some good luck charms that people feel like, you know, if you do this, this will happen, okay? Let me read you a couple of those. I'm pretty sure a lot of them you guys are probably already gonna know. Eating black-eyed peas and hog jaws and greens and things like that on New Year's Eve. Of course, everybody who does that, they feel like it brings them good luck, okay? Eating them brings good luck and financial prosperity. You are to eat the peas with greens for prosperity. The peas represent good luck and the greens represent money. And of course, you got to put the hog jaws and the black-eyed peas and the greens, girl. You can't have black-eyed peas and greens without no hog jaws, okay? If some of y'all probably up north in New York and Pennsylvania, you know, in California, places like that, you probably don't know shit about no hog jaw. But if you got to put some hog jaw in them black-eyed peas and collard greens, I don't eat no collard greens and I don't eat black-eyed peas. I know y'all probably looking like Thick Chick. Your fat ass don't eat black-eyed peas and collard greens. Nope. Don't eat butter beans. Don't eat lima beans. Don't eat none of that. Okay? But you got to have you some black-eyed peas, some hog jaws, some collard greens. You even got people who don't necessarily eat that stuff but cook it anyway. Okay? My mama cooks her some black-eyed peas every New Year's. Okay? When my daddy was alive, he cooked him some collard greens every New Year's. It's just a tradition. And people feel like it brings them good luck. Okay? So that's number one. So if you feel like you want to, you know, join in on the New Year's superstitions, cook you some black-eyed peas with some hog jaw and cook you some collard greens and things like that, girl, and it'll bring you some good luck in 2016. Good luck. Okay? Okay, nothing goes out of the house, okay? Or you will be losing things during the upcoming year, okay? So don't take out the trash or food or anything, okay? So it says if your trash need to be taken out, do it before midnight, okay? Or January 2nd. If you have food or anything to take somewhere on New Year's Day, have it outside of the house already. So basically, if you got, just say for instance, you're going to some type of New Year's party on New Year's Day, you know, be sure to put it in your car before the stroke of midnight. Don't remove anything from your house. This is the superstition. Don't remove anything from your house after the stroke of midnight, okay? Nothing. No trash, no clothes, nothing, okay? Don't take nothing out the house after the stroke of midnight. It's just a superstition that people have, or you'll have, you know, you'll lose a lot of stuff in the upcoming year. Just be aware of that. That's the superstition. The next one, kissing at midnight, okay? Kiss someone dear to you at midnight. This will ensure affection for the next 12 months. If you happen to be alone at midnight, kissing the dog or cat will certainly work. Please don't kiss your dog or your cat. I mean, you can. People love their. Just don't, you know, be kissing them all. Let them lick all in your mouth and things. Don't do that. It's okay. You know, you want to do a little, you know, pet on your cat head or something like that, or peck on your cat's head or your dog's head. But don't go let them lick all in your mouth. We don't mean that. Please don't do that, okay? Just saying. So kiss somebody at midnight and it'll, you know, ensure that you'll receive affection all year long. All right. Don't cry. Don't cry on New Year's Day. This could bring unhappiness for the next year. So don't cry even if your favorite team loses in a bowl game. Be upbeat and happy. Anyway, so basically, this is something that's going to be super duper funny because my team is playing tonight's Roll Tide. Yes, we are going to the national championship. I don't care what nobody say. I'm claiming that in the name of Jesus. Yes, I am on this 31st day of December of 2015 going into 2016. We will be winning tonight. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. And the Juice Man, he has a superstition with this. I don't know what about him. He feels like every time that he watches a big game like this one, because this is going to determine whether or not we go to the next step and then the championship, okay? Whether or not we go to the championship, I'm sorry. But and he feels like anytime he watches big games like this, we lose. So he's not even going to watch the game. But yeah, whether we win or lose, which I know we're going to win anyway. But if we just so happen to lose by whatever crazy event happens, I will not be shedding a tear. No, I will be happy and upbeat whether or not we win or lose, okay? Because I don't want to be, you know, going into 2016 unhappy and things. Just saying, it's a superstition, girl. That is the superstition. Don't cry on New Year's night or New Year's Day, because you'll be unhappy all year. That's the superstition, okay? Don't wash clothes, okay? Now, this is one that my mama is very serious about this. My mother is very serious. Don't you turn on her washing machine. Okay, if your clothes, you better find some. Okay, you do not wash clothes on New Year's Day. Period. Point blank is no. You don't wash clothes on New Year's Day, because people feel like when you wash clothes, you know, people feel like you will be washing one of your family members away. Basically, one of your family members will die if you wash clothes or you wash dishes or anything like that on New Year's Day. That's why they tell you, clean your house. Like today, me and the Juice Man, we're about to clean up. Clean your home, okay, during the day, on New Year's Eve day, clean your home up. That way, New Year's Day, you ain't got to do none of that, okay? So, don't wash no dishes, don't wash no clothes, eat out of paper plate. Just saying. Now, let's move on. No bare cupboards, okay? Cupboards mean your cabinets. They want you, you know, the superstition is if your cabinets and stuff are empty going into the new year, people feel like, you know, it could be, you know, it mean you won't have no food for 2016. You know, you'll always be hungry. You know, you gonna always have an empty cupboards and things like that. So be sure to just, you know, go buy your cup of canned goods, put it in your cabinet. You ain't got to fill them up to the top. You know what I'm saying? If you decide that you want to, you know, follow some of these superstitions, just say, make sure your cupboard's not bare, or your cabinets, okay? Okay, the next one, money. Don't lend money or precious items, and don't pay back loans either. Okay, to do so means you will be paying out money all year long. Also, this is another one. Fill your wallets with money, since that ensures prosperity for the new year. A lot of people have this superstition as well. People feel like if you are paying somebody money on New Year's Day, or if you are loaning somebody money on New Year's Day, they feel like all year long you'll be giving out money. Just paying debts and all that type all year long. Stuff will be breaking, all kind of stuff, okay? Also, people say that make sure that you have some money in your wallet. Don't necessarily, when it says fill, folks ain't got, who the hell got enough money to just be filling up their damn. Make sure that you have at least a $20 bill, $5 bill, $1 bill, whatever. Have some money in your wallet on New Year. That's something that I do. I know that's superstitious as hell. But make sure you have $1 or something in your wallet on New Year's Eve, going into the new year. It, you know, superstition, just something fun to do, y'all. Just saying. So yeah, and don't be lending nobody no money on New Year's Day. Goddamn, just saying. Okay, open the doors at midnight. I've never heard about this one. This is a new one to me. Open the doors at midnight, as this will let out all the bad from the previous year. Okay, so that's basically the superstition. I never heard of that one about opening the door at midnight. That's just me. But hey, what will it hurt? It won't hurt for you to just open the door. You know, letting out all the bad 2015, letting in all the good 2016, I guess. That's another superstition, okay? Let's see what the next one is. Loud noises. Now, I've heard of this one. They said that, you know, the tradition of popping firecrackers at the stroke of midnight. Because I don't know, you know, a lot of people shoot guns at the stroke of midnight. A lot of people pop firecrackers at the stroke of midnight. People have come to the conclusion that the tradition started because, you know, you will scare away evil spirits from entering your life in the next year, okay? So basically people are saying, you know, basically people have said, or the superstition is that the reason why people started shooting guns and people started popping firecrackers, of course, to shoot out the old old year and shoot in the new year. But a lot of people said that it scares off evil spirits and they will not enter your life in the new year. That's one of the superstitions, just so you know. So make noise, pop firecrackers, whatever. Don't be shooting no guns though. That ain't safe because that bullet gotta land somewhere. Just saying. So don't be shooting no damn guns. Get you some of them pop rocks, something. God damn it, don't you ain't gotta be all extra. Just saying. Don't be shooting no guns and things, because that shit is dangerous. Alright. Don't break anything. You should try very hard to not break anything, especially a mirror, as that could possibly bring you bad luck in the new year. Okay, so try not to break anything. Try to do something work related on New Year's Day. Just a token of a small amount of work. If you do too much work related stuff, then it might not be so good. This one is the only one. For those who have a day off. I wouldn't think firemen and others would care about this superstition though. So yeah, basically they're saying that you should do something on New Year's Day. For those of you who are off, most people are off on New Year's Day. So I guess do a little bit of work related stuff. Maybe write some or just don't do no cleaning. I don't know what it is about that cleaning thing. Clean up today. Do your cleaning today. When you watch this video, go ahead on and clean up. And so you ain't got to do that tomorrow, but do something work related. But I'm trying to figure out what could you do work related that ain't associated with cleaning up. Just saying. So yeah, that's what they said, girl. That's what the thing said. What's the next one? First person entering your home. Now that's another superstition. A superstition that a lot of people have. The first person that enters your home will have an influence on your entire year. Okay, so whoever's the first person to come into your home after midnight, okay, will be a person who will have a big influence on your life in the new year. That's the superstition. Okay, which way the wind blows. Now that's another one. Some people feel like if the wind blows from the south, there will be prosperous times ahead. The wind out of the east means famine and what they call it, clementides. They feel like it'll be, things like that if it comes from the east. And out of the north means a bad year for weather. A little odd, but out of the west means plenty of milk and fish. I guess that's something that they came up with back in the back day. And these are some things that they say to eat on New Year's Day that will bring you good luck. Eat 12 grapes, okay? One for every month of the year. Pork, because pigs root forward when they eat, and we all want to move forward. So a lot of people say pork. I read that a couple of other places as well, that if you eat pork on New Year's Eve, it'll bring you good luck. That's what I've heard. I know a lot of people don't even eat pork, but I'm just saying that's a superstition that people have, okay? Black eyed peas, I've already told you guys about the black eyed peas. Lentils, which resembles coins, okay, girl? Coins. Coint. A little bit of coint, just saying. And greens, such as collards, like I said, cabbage, star, kale, it resembles money. And all those good things. And those are some of the things that you can do. But as I said, okay, don't do no crying. Don't do no cleaning, no washing no dishes and things like that. Don't break that. Just enjoy your day, okay? Relax. Thank the Lord for bringing you through a new year, etc., etc. And no sweeping. That's another thing, okay? Let the laundry basket fill up. Don't sweep the floor. Make sure you vacuum and all that stuff the day before. Don't sweep nothing outside, because again, people feel like that'll be sweeping a family member out of your life. A lot of people say wear new clothing on New Year's Eve. Not only because you want to look your best, but apparently people feel like if you wear new clothes all year, it'll help you enhance your wardrobe for the new year. I know that's another one, okay? Some say no to chicken. It seems like chicken should be left off the menu on New Year's Day, because if it is eaten like the birds in question, diners are fatted to scratch in the dirt all year for their dinner. What? In other words, they'll be bringing poverty upon themselves. I don't know what the fuck that means, but anyway, we're gonna move on, okay? I already talked about the don't cry shit. Avoid crying cats. What the hell does that mean? If you hear cats meowing, running in the opposite direction to avoid that bad omen, even if you're not superstitious, running away is probably a natural response to that awful sound. Anyway. But yeah, those are some superstitions for you guys. If you guys want to participate in some of those by cooking you some of them good old hog jaws, black eyed peas, collard greens, cornbread, things like that, girl. So bring in the new year. Don't be washing no clothes, though. That is one of the ones that I do follow. Just saying. I do follow the one about don't be washing no clothes. I don't do that at all. No shape, form, no fashion. My mama always taught me about that because, girl, you already know I got a whole lot of heartache from past deaths, losing people really close to me. I can't deal with it. Okay, just says. And so I will not be washing, cleaning up, none of that good old stuff. I'm gonna be relaxing on New Year's Day. I don't know about you, so I'm gonna be ringing in the New Year tonight at church, and tomorrow I'm gonna be relaxing. If you guys see me in this outfit a couple more times, it's because I did multiple uploads or multiple recordings on this here particular day. I also may be coming back tonight. That is a big maybe. Maybe coming back tonight from probably, I don't know, maybe 5-ish until 7 to do like what I'm going to be calling a New Year's Eve party here on YouTube, where I'm just talking to you guys. We're having a little bit of conversation. Nothing in particular, no topics and nothing like that. We're just shooting the shit, just having a good old conversation here on the YouTubes. Bringing, well, we're not going to be bringing the New Year together. It's going to be at church, but I'm just saying for 2 hours, we can have like a little miniature New Year's Eve party here on my channel. But don't hold me to that, y'all, because a lot of times I be doing other shit and I really will miss out on doing it, and I don't want to disappoint anybody. But thank you guys for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next day or so. We're going to be back to our regular scheduled programming. We got a whole lot of things that we're going to be doing. I do have my book. It did come in. I got to go pick it up today, though, from Books A Million, The Fly Girl by Omar Tyree. I already told you guys about that. If you guys want to participate in the book club situation, you can go back and watch a couple of my other videos. I'll make an updated video regarding the book club thing. And we're going to go ahead and get started on that very soon. And we're going to be doing a whole lot of other things as well. I look forward to seeing you guys possibly tonight. If not tonight, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Happy New Year, family. All that good stuff. And I hope that you guys have a very blessed one. Be safe. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.